Good morning friends, welcome to Shekhar Pre-Market View. Indian market started the budget week on a shaky ground with Sensex having a cut of over 250 points. This was led by sectors such as banking and financial, FMCG as well as oil and gas sector wherein the index heavyweights had a dip by about 2 to 3%. Back, if you look at the US market, they continue to have a lackluster session. The Dow Jones indices had a cut of about 23 points, S&P was flat, whereas Nasdaq had a 5-point gain. The markets there are awaiting the Fed testimony, which is going to start from tonight. As well as the situation back in the Greece, the creditors are closely monitoring the steps in the proposal that the Greece government is going to take to cut down the debt. If you look at the Asian markets, they are trading mixed. Singapore Nifty is indicating a positive opening by about 8 points. If you look at the flows from FIs were positive yesterday. We had FI pumping in close to 602 crore in the cash market. They bought index futures worth 121 crores, whereas DIs were seller to the tune of 164 crore. Now, after having a flattish kind of an opening, how Nifty would behave? Let's have a view from our derivatives team.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. The Indian benchmark indices witnessed a sharp correction in last 1 hour of trade from 8870 levels to around 8735 odd levels. In initial number of trades, we have seen that markets will continue to trade in a narrow range of approximately 15 to 20 points, but post-lunch selling was witnessed in many of the blue chip counters like Axis Bank, Punjab National Bank, Tata Steel, Zee Entertainment, due to which Nifty broke the psychological level of 8800 levels and finally entered the session below 8800 levels at 8753 with a significant loss of 1.08%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were scurred out by market players as open interest is decreased by 1.29% from 2 crore 73 lakhs to 2 crore 70 lakhs. Approximately 3.53 lakh shares were reduced in open interest. Also, Nifty futures price decreased approximately 95 rupees. Cost of carry also decreased by 119.10% from 10.92% to 2.08%. Also, Nifty futures went into a discount from a premium of 15 points to a discount of 1.50 points. PCR is decreased significantly by 8.51% from 94 to 0.86, which is clearly indicating that call option has seen good build-up than put option. In yesterday's trade, call option has added huge number of shares in open interest, but put option has reduced approximately 16 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 1.69% from 21.27% to 21.63%. In the options activity, we have seen that 8,800, 8,900 call option has added significant number of shares in open interest. 8,800 call option has added 38.03% shares in open interest, whereas 8,900 has added 14.27% shares in open interest. In the put options activity, we have seen that as markets have come down, people have shifted their positions from 8,800 to 8,700. It is clearly visible in the options activity. 8,800 put option has shedded its shares in open interest, and 8,700 put option has added approximately 11.48% shares in open interest. Earlier, 8,800 was having highest number of shares in open interest. Currently, 8,700 put option has highest number of shares in open interest. It has approximately 43 lakh shares. On ban period front, there is one security in ban period, which is HDIL, and FIs were net sellers of approximately 750 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net buyers of 121.86 crore in DEX futures. They were net sellers of 1,260.63 crore in DEX options. They were net buyers of 530.24 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 144.05 in stock options. Our 5-day CVM stands at 8850. Lower range for the market would be 8,700, as 8,700 put option has highest number of shares in open interest, so this could act as a strong support going forward, and 8850 would be a higher range. Currently, Singapore Nifty is up by 4.50 points, which is at 8750.50. We may see a marginal flattish to positive start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's have a look at the actionable and trading ideas for the day today. The Indian Banking Association Employee Union has agreed on a wage hike of 15%. Now this is negative for certain banks which have assumed wage hike of close to 10 to 12% as they may have to do additional provision. Now the banks where one can take short positions is Bank of India. One can short it with stop loss of 187 for potential downside of 175. There could also be a negative rub-off effect on Canara Bank which has the lower provision. Here one can short it with stop loss of 411 for potential downside of 395 and below that at 392. Telecom Regulatory Authority of India has made a radical change to the industry's structure by slashing the termination charges by 30% from 20 paise to 14 paise. Now this is comes along with scrapping of similar charges for wireless operator. Now this move could bring down the overall call rates and ARPUs for telecom players. Now this is extremely negative news for Bharti, so one can short Bharti with stop loss of 353 for potential downside of 341 and below that at 337. Whereas certain telecom operators like RCom and Tata Teleservices could gain because of this move, and one can long RCom with stop loss of 68 for potential upside of 73 and above that at 75. Moving on to the news section, Maruti is planning to start a new range of premium dealership across the country. This is to focus on selling of new niche models which the company is going to launch in order to meet its overall volume target of about 2 million cars in the next 5 years. DHFL, that is Dewan Housing Finance Limited, is looking to raise up to close to 1000 crores. This may happen through qualified institutional placement. Godavari Power and Ispat Limited has got its final approval for mining in Chhattisgarh. This is positive news again coming from Godavari Power. Now Andhra Pradesh government has today signed an MOU with Wipro. This is for building and implementing the state enterprise architect. ITC Hotel, India's second largest hotel chain, has emerged as the highest bidder for Goa-based property, which is Park Hyatt. Now this was put on the block by IFCI, but the original promoters are alleging that the property is being sold at a throwaway price. Also, truck maker Ashok Leyland is planning to give a second shot to enter into the car venture. Now this is the first time that India's second largest heavy truck manufacturer has plunged into car segment with no prior experience. Indian billionaire Dilip Shanghvi, which is the owner of Sun Pharma, will provide as much as close to 3,700 crore, that is $610 million of security for Suzlon Energy Limited to help Asia's second largest maker of wind turbine fill orders and return to profitability. GMR controlled DIAL, Delhi International Airport, is planning to sell 26% stake in Delhi Airport Cargo Company to IDFC Alternate Fund. Also, PM Mr. Modi is betting big on GM Crop for India's second green revolution. Now this news could bring positive rub-off effect on companies like Monsanto. And Tata Power in a notice has said today that it has signed a memorandum of understanding with Siberian Coal Energy Company to tap opportunities in the energy sector, especially in Russia. Moving on to the watch list for the day, stock with positive bias, we have Larsen & Toubro, we have Mahindra & Mahindra, and we have NTPC. Whereas the stock with one can short from intraday perspective, we have Reliance Infra. Now here it would be appropriate to keep a stop loss of 1.5 to 2%. Moving on to stocks which we like from long-term investment point of view, here we like stocks like Aditya Birla Nuvo, Ultratech Cement, LIC Housing Finance, M&M and L&T. That's all friends we have in today's session. Thank you.